What's the noise? There was a noise. Cellphone yung gagawin sa cellphone. Wala ka naman load. Parang may baby. Babuntis ka.
Stress ka lalo.
Isa. Gano'n. Sampu na ito. Saan ba pupunta? Pure gold. Papunta dito.
And yes, welcome back to the National, and we're already on our second series of the day in between PLDT Smart Omega versus BREN EPRO, and we're gonna be your caster for this series. My name is Rob
And
Luna.
I'm Saya.
Yes, so how's your day? Let's start it. Kamusta siya? How is it? We're going on the second conference. You've been the National on the conference one, so we're already on this conference two. Seeing the first series, kamusta?
Grabe na, I mean, we've already known na napaka-intense ng mga rosters natin ngayon. And of course, seeing the previous game, we've seen a lot of awesome moves and gameplays from, of course, both Happy Feet Emperors and Signal Ultra Warriors. And if you're gonna ask me kung kumusta ako, grabe, ang init ng pakiramdam kasi kung mas intense yung first series natin, etong pangalawang series natin, sobrang intense din. But of course, before anything else, we can see the team standings right here for our Conference 2. And dahil nga nanalo ang Happy Feet Emperors, for our first series, they get the 2 points.
Yes, so again guys, this is gonna be a best of 3 series. So in case that they get a 2-0, that's gonna be a 3, that's automatic 3 points. But here, pag-usapan natin in between the teams, PLDT Smart Omega and as well BREN EPRO, medyo may mga naiba dito eh.
Yes,
diba?
of
Especially
course.
coming from Conference 1, may mga sudden changes. Tapos as you were looking for the team, parang sobrang, kumbaga, dito nilagay yung mga sobrang all-star
Yes.
powerhouse talaga in the Mobile Legends scene. So if I may ask you, how was from the conference 1 going to conference 2, and also nagdagdagan din tayo ng isa pang team.
Yes, pero before anything else nga, no, we are going to look for the match schedule for today. At yun nga, natapos ng ating match 1 between Happy Feet Emperors and Signal Ultra Warriors. And ngayon nga, it's going to be PLDT Smart Omega and BREN EPRO, and finally STIE Olympians and Suha Execration Punishers. Ngayon, sasagutin natin ang ating tanong mo, Sir Rob. And of course, during Conference 1, BREN EPRO had that slowly but surely steady start, in just enough for them to actually get to the top 4 places. And ayan na nga, for this Conference 2, again, we will be seeing the match between PLDT Smart Omega and BREN EPRO. So ayan na nga.
Yeah, so here we go, the roster for the PLDT Smart Omega. We have here first Heath, Hayes, Carl TZ, Kenji, Toshinu, Levi, and also Haji. So as you can see,
Yes.
this gonna, on the Conference 1, they were the champions.
Yes.
But on this Conference 2, they have a slight, it's actually not slight,
A huge adjustment.
Yes, a very
Yes.
huge adjustment in their roster. So that doesn't mean na hindi naman na nag-work yung ano. It just so happened na they put something new. Definitely it's gonna be better.
Yes.
Kung makikita mo rito, as you can see also, you looking at Hayes
Yes.
already on the Pldt Smart Omega N. Take note.
Which
Then-
was a former BREN EPRO member. Pero yun na nga, makikita nga natin in just a short while the other members of BREN EPRO nga kung sino nga ang
Yeah,
makakatapat nitong PLDT Smart Omega. And we have here, of course, XC Flex, Raflesia, Fukazen, Rebo, Renjo, Coco, and finally JP. So makikita natin napakabigating names ang nakikita natin dito because we are seeing that they are not new
Yes.
sa ating ML scenes and tournaments. They have this vast amounts of experience when it comes to competitive play. At ayan na nga, these are the members na kakalabanin ng PLDT Smart Omega.
Yes, speaking of, they're already onto the scene. Talagang magkakasama talaga yan. Yeah, this team. And also, take note, they will also gonna be representing us on a certain big tournament for the
Yes.
country then as well. So, kumbaga, sobrang action-packed itong ano na mangyayari sa atin because both of the teams have all the powerhouses nga talaga. So, dito natin malalaman. So, and this is gonna be also the first time nila possibly na magkakasagupa on a big stage.
Yes, and of course, syempre nga dahil marami tayong nakitang magbago at magagandang rosters. Nung first series, syempre kailangan mag-one-up din ng iba't ibang team, of course. And of course, yun nga, while we actually wait, tanungin kita, kamusta ang experience nung previous games?
For the previous game, sobrang breathtaking para sa akin. Why? Kasi I was actually looking, nung first match, medyo one-sided on the side of the Happy Feet Emperors. Definitely, ang ganda ng mga pinakita. Even, Doggy, even on the second game, using the Ruby. Which is most of the time, hindi natin nakikita. And sa nakita natin, also Hylos. Even Signal Ultra has to ban.
Yes.
Diba? Yung Hylos. Kasi yung first game nga nila on the Happy Feet Emperors. But, what can you say about the game number 3 in between the two?
Before I actually answer your question, magkaroon lang tayo ng very, very short
Yes.
break as we go on later. And of course, again, this is your casters. My name is Saya.
And I'm Rob Luna, and we will see you.
And we're back now here in the Nationals. And just a quick recap on what happened a while ago. It's Happy Feet Emperors winning against Signal Ultra Warriors with a 2-1 score. And now it's a Conference 1 champions, PLDT Smart Omega versus BREN EPRO. I've got a chance to talk with PLDT Smart Omega a while ago and ask him what are the things that they will do for you to get the championships again. They said all you have to do is just stick to the routine and practice every day. And let's see if that'll work. And again, to all the people who's watching right now, be sure to also watch a broadcast of the Nationals on Pay TV at One Sports and EDG Network via Signal TV and on Free TV at 5 Plus via ESPN 5. And the Nationals would also like to thank PayMaya, our official digital payments partner. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at PH Nationals. And again, for the next game, best of 3, it's BREN EPRO versus PLDT Smart Omega. And I'm really excited about that. So on to our casters, let's go.
Consistency ba is the key talaga. Thank you so much, Vil, for that. And of course, like what he mentioned, PLDT Smart Omega is very known to be doing their homeworks talaga when it comes to their enemy team. And tignan nga natin kung talagang yung routine ba nila talagang consistent. That would actually pave their way to becoming back-to-back champions.
Yes, exactly. Well, pag-uusapan mo kasi in regards with consistency, it's all about the rotations din kasi. Whenever you maintain a certain rotation and as well with consistency, kumbaga kahit hindi na magsalita yung isa sa inyo, you already know what to do.
Yes.
Kumbaga, like for example, the crab will spawn at 1 minute, alam mo na kagad na pupunta doon yung kakampi mo. Pero though, there's also, syempre, nandun pa rin may mga shot callers pa rin tayong tinatawag. They're all still gonna be the captain. Pero most of the time, that's gonna be the possession 4 ng isang team. That's the one yung nag-overlook talaga ng map. And we will see kung gaano nga talaga yung consistency na ipapakita dito ng SGT, PLDT Smart Omega.
And of course, this is also a very nice curiosity din, no? Kasi PLDT Smart Omega has their new members. So let's see if the consistency or the routine that they did during Conference 1 ma-apply din ng bago nilang members. But the same thing also for the side of BREN EPRO, since they are already big names with, all-star players. We've known them from the scene so much. And tingnan natin kung if all of those skills and talents would actually come to one and become to beat PLDT Smart Omega.
Yes, well, speaking of whenever kasi sasabihin mo rin sa ganyan, in regards with the team, sabihin na natin, you put in all, like for example, pwede natin gawing reference like sa basketball, hindi mo pwedeng ilagay lahat ng Michael Jordan on a single team. Why? Kasi they have to have a certain roles eh. Sabihin na natin, Michael Jordan will gonna be the best for a certain era, pero hindi pwedeng lahat sila. So kailangan, dyan mo pa rin kailangan makita yung chemistry ng isang team. So meron tayong mga nag-shine most of the time. It's gonna be the marksman, it's gonna be even yung mage natin kasi most of the time they're the one who kills. Pero hindi nakikita ng masyado ng madla is that yung mga tank and support is really the one who's making the plays. To be honest, it's not, tinataas ko talaga yung bandera ng mga tank and support. Definitely, they're the one who makes the team or the composition ng team, kumbaga, intact.
Yes, parang in short, to make the story short, parang they are the pacemakers of the game. So it's like either hit or miss ang nangyayari dito. Pero titignan nga natin, like what we've been saying kanina, no? Despite everything having big names and all, if communication is really ang pinaka-problema ng either sides of the team, it's going to be very difficult for them. Pero once again, these two teams they're both really veteran when it comes to playing MOBA games, And punta tayo sa parang early predictions na.
Early predictions.
Early lang, kahit wala pang
Yes.
for you.
Well, as we are actually looking at there, yung mga players that gonna be playing for the PLDT Smart Omega, it's gonna be Kenji, Hit, Hayes, Haji, and Carl TZ.
Yeah.
Name-wise pa lang, I've been seeing them in a lot of big tournaments as well previously. Kumbaga, ilagay mo yan into something talagang mag-excel.
Yes.
Pero looking din, syempre, BREN EPRO, they gonna be a different, though this gonna be their first time, most of them gonna be their first time dito sa ating sa the Nationals.
Yeah.
Like Fuzaken, JP, Renzio, and Raflisha, they're gonna be the first time. Pero hindi sila bago sa scene. Definitely, kilala sila, and even chemistry-wise. So kung ako ang tatanungin dito, I would go on BREN EPRO.
Oh.
Just to chemistry. Sa
Because
chemistry.
of the synchronization talaga
Exactly.
ng teams ito. Pero ako, I think I would go to the other side of the table, which is PLDT Smart Omega, kasi they've already stated their name. Of course, yung mga members ng BREN EPRO, meron naman talaga ng pangalan na na-establish. But you know, PLDT Smart Omega is very known for their unpredictableness.
Yes, like
That's such a word.
unorthodox
Oh,
picks.
yes, truly. So,
Yes.
parang to me, I think I'm going to the other side of the table. You know, just
Yes,
even it
just to
out.
balance it out.
Yes.
Yes, pero ang gusto lang namin sabihin sa inyo mga kaibigan, both of these teams have what it takes talaga to win this. Definitely, para sa akin, it's gonna be talagang all three games talaga to. Talagang bakbakan talaga to. Diinan talaga to, both of the teams dito. Kumbaga, it's also gonna be a good statement din kasi whenever you start strong.
Yeah.
Diba? Well, meron tayong mga comeback potentials. May mga, like sabi nga nila, way back, BREN EPRO, sanay sila sa the download game. Diba? Na parang they sometimes lose their first
first
or two
half,
match.
mga
Yes,
ganun, oo.
but they come back strong.
Yes.
Pero syempre, iba pa rin when you start strong.
Yes, because basically kasi bibigyan mo ng impression yung other teams mo na, ay, malakas to. Diba? So, parang it actually gives you not just confidence level din na, oh, we won, pero also to put your feet on the ground and mark anything that needs to be marked. Kasi, diba, this is conference too. Stakes are going higher and higher as the days progress. Especially syempre day one pa lang to. And
Yes.
intense na, diba? So,
Exactly. Well, Shea, you were actually looking on the PLDT Smart Omega. Sino dito sa mga players dito that you were actually looking forward to? Pero later na natin yung pag-usapan
Yes.
because we're already on to our drafting phase, mga kaibigan.
Of course, ang pinakabungad sa atin dito, ang first priority ban is none other than Cho. Seeing it on the previous games, it's really a potential threat.
Yes.
Lalo na kapag nahuli ka niya ng Way of the Dragon.
Exactly. Actually, kung nakita mo yung first match natin, si D gumagamit from the Signal Ultra Warrior, ang daming beses niyang muntik mahuli.
Si D na hindi mahuli.
Oo, yes. Si D na hindi mahuli, di ba?
Yes.
Huwag kang magpapahuli. Yun nga sabi nila. But kidding aside, mga kaibigan, Cho will be the band of the PLDT Smart Omega. Meanwhile naman, dito sa ating
BREN
BREN
EPRO.
EPRO, they'll be banning. Itong itong Grak kasi na to, Shea. Though, inano yung cooldown niya, yung damage ng power
Yes.
of nature, sobrang lakas. Kumbaga before, pagka nag-cast ka, parang ang bilis ng clear wave nyo talaga.
Yes. Lalo na kapag sinasamahan mo rin ng other potential supports like Diggy or Kimik, napaka-lane bully talaga niyan kapag sinamahan mo ng Grok. And of course, BREN EPRO, knowing any better, ayaw nilang ibigay yon sa kanilang enemy team. And of course, going back, Xborg is also one of the priority bans simply because yung last Insanity niya, sobrang insane ng damage.
Exactly.
That's just a simple thing to explain it. And of course, you saw the high-lows during the previous game. And PLDT Smart Omega, knowing any better, they want to cancel out as much good options for the side of BREN EPRO.
Yung ang ganda kasi talaga ng binibigay sa team composition ng ng
Yes.
isang high-lows. I mean, ito medyo dito sa Philippine meta natin, hindi siya ganon ka nagagamit way back on the bigger league. Pero ngayon nagagamit na siya as pinakita na nung natin ang Happy Feet Emperors. Kanina lang gaano ka one-sided yung first match nila nung nagamit nila yung high-lows. It's all because of the glorious pathway.
Yes.
Even the stun itself. Tapos kaya niya pang mag-sustain even the
True.
damage. Kumbaga, meron na kayong initiation, meron pa kayong choice na mag-out.
Oh, so
anytime.
it's your movement speed to run or to charge.
Yes.
Yun that is the thing that is Hylos really good at, capable of doing. And of course, para sa side ng BREN EPRO, they will be taking away this Kaja and this Akai, which is a very good crowd control for actually initiation and charging. And para naman sa side ng PLDT Smart Omega, they will be countering this out by the Kufra Toms and of course the carry to burn out any potential tankiness nitong Akai.
Yes, definitely. Gustong-gusto ko rin yung first pick nila dito with the Kufra in the side of the PLDTs, on the PLDTs. Because, isa to sa mga comfort picks talaga ni Hit eh.
Yes.
Yung paggamit na yan, even dito may Tamus tayo, Kenji, one of the best off-laner natin dito on the scene. Tapos, dito definitely, I think this might be ang gagamit na tong carry natin. This might be Haji. Or pwede rin kasi silang magpalit, definitely. Pero most likely it might be Haji. Pero look at it, Gushun is actually still open.
Yes.
And mind you, on some bigger leagues, most of the time, ang gagamit ito, definitely, it's gonna be JP.
Yes,
Oo.
of course, definitely. I mean, ito yung maganda on having bigger names of players na very versatile when it comes to role adjustments. So, minsan, it's either going to be JP who's going to use the assassin, pero there are times then na you can see the unexpected.
Yes,
so that's
definitely.
the good thing about the second conference here. And of course, for the third ban ng ating PLDT Smart Omega, it's going to be the Kimi, which is understandable kasi syempre yun na lang din ang kulang ng BREN EPRO, which is one of which is going to be the marksman.
Yes, potentially it's gonna be the marksman. But still, open pa rin naman dito yung Granger. Actually, it's
Yes.
gonna be a little
But it's-
tricky. It's gonna be a little tricky for me for banning dun sa sa Kimi. Kasi if gusto gumamit ng Kimi pick dito ng BREN EPRO, definitely first 2 picks nila yun kukunin or even on the third.
Yeah.
But they already secured their support, their main tank, and as well where their yung nila mid nila. That's gonna be the cushion. So I don't think that you would always pick a Kimi sa 4th or 5th pick. So medyo tricky sa akin yun sa part ng PLDT yung banning on their 3rd pick. Pero they're hovering on the Faramis right now. Or definitely the Estes is still there for the sustainability na pwedeng gawin dito
And-
ng PLDT Smart Omega.
Truly, Rob. And speaking of sustainability, they also added Esmeralda to that. And kung titignan mo ang overall lineup ng ating PLDT Smart Omega, they have the advantage in terms of survivability into the game. The Kufra, the Tams, the Esmeralda itself, napaka-tanky na yan, napakahirap to actually burn it, even though they have the Granger for the side of BREN EPRO. So, ang
Yes.
magiging kwento lang yan, Kufra going in for the bouncing ball, Tamus goes in with extra damage, Esmeralda with the falling star moon para ma-stun, and syempre ang priority dyan, it's going to be the Granger and
Yes.
of course the Gushon as well. Kasi yun naman ang pinaka-main target mo. You have to eliminate all of those damage dealers for you to have a very successful team play.
Exactly. Actually, tinitignan ko kanina si Raflisha. Yung pag-block nung Estes, parang nostalgic.
Yes.
Oo, sabi ko, parang nakita ko si Raflisha, naku, Estes.
Oo.
Parang napaganon. Parang, I've seen this way back before.
Oo, totoo.
Pero hopefully, it doesn't happen dito sa laban natin, mga kaibigan. Pero yan na, nakaset na dito on our team kung sino. Prediction-wise, lineup itself, hindi mo kilala yung team. Seiya, who would you pick?
I would definitely pick the lineup of PLDT Smart Omega nonetheless simply because they have this amazing survivability in terms of the battlefield, and of course STs to actually compensate kung ano man ang malulose na health ng mga tanky people na to.
Yes.
Plus the carry to actually burn out kung ano man yung remaining survivability in terms of dun sa may tank side ng BREN EPRO. But at the same time, may story din naman sa lineup din ng BREN EPRO.
Yeah, definitely.
If, ang pinaka-pacemaker for me ito is going to be the Akai if mako-corner niya ang one of the damage dealers ng ating PLDT Smart Omega, because that's like mostly their main target here, since tatlong lineups ng PLDT Smart Omega is sobrang tanky na. And with that being said, ladies and gents, we are now going to our game number 1 between PLDT Smart Omega and BREN EPRO.
Yes, definitely. So we're already starting with a good rotation dito na manggagaling from the BREN EPRO. Pero he will be seen here pero with the deny na manggagaling from the BREN EPRO. They might want to take the buff kaagad ng maaga dito ng mga PLDT.
This is a very good choice since ayan na nga, going for the first blood here.
Onto the backlanes.
Yes, and ayan, JP here with a low break of health. Medyo naging greedy sila doon in terms of getting that blue buff. And with that double kill to spare, syempre, of course, PLDT Smart Omega is locking up Reflecia here into the tower, but wasn't able to tower dive, luckily, to actually save himself from going back.
Yes, that's gonna be a 3-4 non-exchange mga kaibigan dahil lang doon sa pagkuha nila doon sa blue buff. And medyo na-overextend din talaga. But look at onto the bottom lane. Mag-click off pa dito ni Hayes sa baba yung
Yes.
ating Leo board. Pero hindi pa sila tapos dito. Fusiakin and JP might want to chase down Hayes but will disengage and get the crab na lang muna.
Which is really essential talaga dito sa ating, from what happened through the first minutes of the game. Kasi nag-up na ang BREN EPRO dito in trying to get that blue buff away from PLDT Smart Omega, and it cost them already 4 people. And it really gained a lot of gold and experience para sa ating blue side here. So BREN EPRO has to take a lot of resources here as much as they can para lang makompensate yung kung ano man yung nakulang nila kanina.
Yes. Well, yun kasi rin isa sa mahirap, especially on the Gushon side. Kasi you would always want to get level 4 first.
Of
Why?
course.
Kasi doon ka magsusnowball. Kasi ang Gushon kasi is one of the heroes talaga na nagsiscale up once na nag-snowball siya. Pero yun yung mga hero na mahirap maglaro, especially on behind.
Yes,
Oo.
and he's doing a pretty good job nga kanina, no, in getting that double kill to actually secure kung ano man ang XP na kailangan ng PLDT Smart Omega. And with that being said, objectives is the key as PLDT Smart Omega eyes out for this turtle. Pero syempre, face check for the side. JP here going for that first kill for the side of BREN EPRO. Hindi pa sila tapos. Kufra here going for that knock-up. Esmeralda with the falling star moon and goes for another kill. And here we have that double kill as he chases out that Kaja.
Yes, that kind of sustainability na nanggagaling kay Hayes talaga dahilig galing nga mga kaibigan na binibigay dito ni Hit onto the team. That's the reason na medyo nahihirapan dito na i-burst down kagad ng BREN EPRO. Especially dito si JP, hindi siya nagkaroon ng magandang start. Pero onto the top lane mga kaibigan. Doc Ribo dito, malapit siyang pasukin dito. They want to jump in. They want to get it in. Pero Raflesia already securing or also might try din na i-zone out yung PLDT Smart Omega.
Yes, but what I like about here is that the patience na binigay no Esmeralda and that Kufra on the top side. I mean, they had the choice na pwede i-tower dive yung Granger. Pero
Renzo.
syempre, they prefer to actually show minions instead of three
They want
members of
Haji.
BREN EPRO. Dito sa baba, Hajizi trying to free it, but to no luck, two
He's
members
dead.
na. And goes Gushan for that kill with the help of his incandescence. And again, here, Kenji, medyo late na siyang nakarating to actually help the carry over there. Pero on the top side, kabaliktaran ang nangyayari as the Esmeralda here takes the buff for the resources of BREN EPRO.
Yes, both marksmen are actually down. Medyo na yun yung mga pinipick up nila. Pero look at yun mga kaibigan. They're trying to secure onto the back lanes. Naghahanap sila ng magandang opening dito. JP going in for Carl TC. But the Tyrant Sage, madidikat sila dito sa pader. Mega kill na nga rito sa Carl TC. Meron pa nga yata ang susunod. Look at the shield na nanggagaling sa Esmeralda. It's gonna be hard for them to penetrate mga kaibigan. Double kill na dito si Carl TC. Ginamit na rin dito yung Hurricane
And
Dance.
now Raflesia here forces out his ult right there. But looking here, tower diving, walang hesitations here. He's just trying to
Renzo.
kill his friend in need, but the Leomord is always there to help and goes for the kill. At na nga si Hayes dito. Sinusuportahan si Carl TZ and Renzio with a low brink of health manages to go back, and Raflesia and Doc Rebo has no choice but to tower hug, which is going good for the side of PLDT Smart Omega as they take the first turtle.
Yes, that was actually just a zone out. Even though wala nang mana talaga doon yung Esmeralda, hindi rin nila mapasok. Kasi, kumbaga, yung sustain na nanggagaling doon from Estes and as well with the Esmeralda, hindi kayang i-penetrate agad. Especially na nagamit na rin ni JP yung combo niya onto the top lane. But look at him, Kenji dito will just have to disengage. Ladies and gentlemen, 9-3 yung score natin in just 5 minutes of the game.
Less than 5 minutes actually, and this is a very good discipline for the side of the Esmeralda with the help of the STs. Pero alam mo, hindi pa rin too late for the side of BREN EPRO.
Yes.
They just have to take a lot of resources and try to avoid getting on team fights. Pero again, with the carry and the Kufra doon sa baba, they managed to actually kill away Leomord at pandagdag na naman ng gold and EXP.
Yes, definitely nga yun talaga siya. Pero ito nga, way back on the other big leagues talaga, itong Estes talaga na to is like somehow like a kryptonite talaga. Especially on the
Really?
BREN EPRO. Kumbaga, pagka whenever may Estes, they hard and far time.
Ooh,
Yun nga,
look at that,
tinatak
look at
dito
Divine
ni Pulse sa
Judgment.
Ken dito si Kenji. May susunod pa nga with the Tyrant's Revenge na magagaling dito kay Hit. May susunod pa yan sa likod si JP.
Oh, look here at GC going with the free hit as they kill one member of BREN EPRO here, at hindi na sila mag-aalinlangan pa because Hayes here going for that ult here just to get a lot of HP para hindi agad sila mag-back dito, which is a very good call. Heath here just trying
Look at this.
to go and zone out Raflesia here as they take this middle turret tower. And here arrival of Raflesia here tries to prevent, pero yun on a Hurricane Dance at na-corner si Heath with 3 members of BREN EPRO. And ladies and gentlemen,
One star on.
oh, look at here, pero the compensation of Esmeralda with that falling star moon para lang mabawi ang namatay nilang Combra dito. And syempre, patuloy-tuloy ang domino effect when it comes to taking objectives here for the side of PLDT Smart Omega.
Yes, the heat is on mga kaibigan because wala pa rin ditong nababasag yung BREN EPRO. Talagang yung aggressive na pinakikita dito ng PLDT Smart Omega ay tuloy-tuloy. Even na hindi pa nga kasama rito si Kenji dahil nakastay lang siya most of the time sa bottom lane, they can sustain. And kung makikita mo kung paano gumalaw si Hayes, he has a 205 KDA dito,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen. Pero kung paano niya sinozone out si Raflesia doon, kumbaga, yung Este siya mismo, yung nambubuli sa mga main tank dito ng BREN EPRO.
Yes, this is a story of paunahan kung sino ang magandang timing when it comes to getting out all of their skills. And so far, we are seeing this with Carl TZ's Falling Star Moon. And of course, from the top side, we are going to shift here sa bottom lane here. But of course, again, mukhang babalik sila dito muli sa taas as Raflesia uses the
Gushan.
Hurricane Dance to actually escape. But the Gushan here successfully kills Estes for a
5v1.
yes, right here. And of course, ayun nga makita natin na knock-up ang 2 members ng BREN
Oh my
EPRO
God.
here and go for the free hit here as Esmeralda goes with her normal auto attacks as it was very surreal kasi ang gaganda ng timing palagi ng pasok ng Falling Star Moon niya with the help of the Cooper's bouncing ball.
Definitely. Pero look at that. The sobrang breathtaking talaga yun. Even Carl TC just staying on 5 members dito ng BREN EPRO and he can be able to tank everyone. Meaning to say, ganon nakapag-farm. Ganon may item dito yung Esmeralda. Sobrang nahihirapan silang i-burst dito. It's all because medyo hindi nagkaroon ng magandang start nga talaga si JP.
In less than 8 minutes, Sir Rob. But ayun nga, we are going to see 36 seconds on the clock before that First Lord spawns. And again, syempre makita natin dito that PLDT Smart Omega is just taking away almost all of the resources na pwedeng makuha ng BREN EPRO at ang natitira na lang sa kanila is the incoming minion waves ng blue side which they have to utilize as much as possible kasi ito na lang din yung natitira na lang resource eh. Hindi sila pwedeng lumabas ng mapa without a very concrete team play.
Definitely. Ang masasabi ko dito, ang masasabi ko talaga dito, Shea, is that attrition battle dito, medyo unti-unting malalock up na dito ang BREN EPRO. Though, hindi man sila pasukin kagad dito, the lore will always be there. Kahit 4 lang yung mag-zone out sa kanya from the PLDT Smart Omega, or even 3 nga lang eh. Dahil kayang-kaya ng patayin kagad yung lore dito ng Esmeralda and as well dito ni Haji. Look at the damage. Kalahati na kagad. Pero dito, full sakit.
Oh!
May identifying judgment sa likod. Haze will gonna go down. Papasok sila rito but look at the jump coming from Haze.
And here we have the
Yes, going in dito.
Yeah.
Pero yun na nga, Carl TC going in. Mga kaibigan, look at the damage. Look at the shit. Hindi nila kayang i-penetrate kagad yung Esmeralda.
This is the reason why that the Esmeralda and the Cooper should not be together because of their good synchronization and of course their team skills. And now with the Shadow Mask, Fuzaka tries to be stealthy but not stealthy enough to actually go and get here for the legendary with the Falling Star Moon.
Carl TC.
Carl TC with a low break of health, but we still managed to get the double kill. Keith here just shoving away 2 members of BREN EPRO and Raflesia just has to go back. Pero hindi siya aabot as Esmeralda goes for that triple kill at Doc Rebo. You have to go back here with a low break of health. Manages to still tower hug there. And again, like what I said, the Lord will still be the first objective for the PLDT Smart Omega.
Yes. Actually, maganda naman yung ginawang gamble doon ng BREN EPRO. It's all because kung hindi nila i-contest yung Lord on that time, they really have to take that one. Kasi if ever na makuha man nila yung Lord, may mamatay man sa kanila like 2 or 3, pwede silang bumalik sa map.
Yes.
Kumbaga, kaya nilang makabawi. Especially going into the late game din naman. Kaya rin naman ng lineup ng BREN EPRO.
Yes.
But yun nga, Carl TC having all the items he needs, ang hirap niyang patumbahin.
Truly. And of course, unfortunately, BREN EPRO wasn't able to actually get the resources they need to actually be on par with Carl TZ has to offer right now. And maganda rin yung discipline na pinapakita again ng PSO dito as they actually go together and target the squishy members ng BREN EPRO.
Palit kang damit. Dito to. Palit kang damit, stand up. Kaya nga alisin natin yung damit eh, para hindi yung alis. Para hindi sakit. Pinakati ka sa damit. O yan, okay na yan. O, ganda. That noise.